What's up, guys? Shaved face. Um, didn't shoot yesterday. I think I was just cooked. Honestly. Um, yeah. I don't know. Shit was good. Really good. Um, been super busy. This week is like almost a double our most. Yeah, so on an average week, we'll do like 3.6, and this week is like 6.5. So, yeah, it's been a lot, and we've run into a lot of issues. Not a lot of issues, honestly, just like scheduling things that we had to learn from that have happened. And, anyways, I've had this perspective of like we had mistakes this week that probably cost us like a couple grand, and over the next 6 months, but cost us like I don't know, $600 this week. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, man, like a couple grand, like it's just making me like, ugh. And then it hit me, holy smokes. I can only imagine what much more successful people, the kind of mistakes that they've made. Like, I'm thinking of a mentor who's made millions, and I'm like, he's probably made like $10,000 mistakes. He's probably made like $50,000 mistakes, or like $100,000 mistakes, and it just kind of like reset my perspective on the more mistakes that you made, like the more you learn, and at a bigger level. And so like I want to make $50,000 mistakes. Like I want to be at a level where like I see $50,000 go out and I'm like, that didn't work, that wasn't properly whatever, or we didn't have good tracking, we didn't realize that this lead source wasn't working, and so we basically wasted 50 grand. We could have cut it off sooner. I want to be able to make $50,000 mistakes, and even more expensive mistakes. It's really cold in my room. And then I like also changed my perspective on two things. One, like I just have to think differently as like a business owner. Like I had a client who's just been a problem like yesterday and like the two cleans before, and she like doesn't want to pay. And it's like a 200 something dollar clean, and we got to pay the cleaners like 140. She's not wanting to pay. She's just being a pain. And like it's super small stuff, like 15-20 minute stuff that she's complaining about that we could knock out, but she's not letting us come out and re-clean, and she's just being a pain. And I would have flipped out about it before and been more like upset about it, but now I'm just like learn from it. Like we should always have a card on file, and we did for her, but we didn't like hold the card 24 hours before and like pre-authorize a payment, which we should have. I don't even know if that would have fixed things, because even then she could have just done like a chargeback. We could have fought with the bank, but whatever. But yeah, like it upset me honestly a little bit more than it should have, even though now I'm like not bothered. I was like writing a text out, then deleting the text, writing it out, deleting a text, and then writing for my personal, and then deleting. I'm like, dude, and like started to like write a post to like share about the experience, and I'm like, bro, why does this bother me so much? And I'm like looking her up, and I looked her up, and she's a physician that has terrible reviews online. And what's funny was like she's doing this, she's just being like kind of a jerk, and she like on the phone, I called her yesterday, and she's like, yeah, like I run a ministry and I own a business, and we through our business we are a ministry as well, and da da da. And yet she's like doing this, so it's like whatever, like just yeah. There was something else. Oh yeah, I went to a clean that was a move-in, but really was like a post-construction. And the guy, like, we cleaned it. The guy afterwards, there was stuff around. Contractors still went out. The guy afterwards is like, yeah, but there's still dust. There's still this, and I had to like reset expectations. Like, hey, on a post-construction clean, like, there's still gonna be dust after. Hence, why you really need two cleans: a post-construction clean and then a move-in clean. And then on that clean, like, I put some money in my pocket, like being like doing the clean. So I'm like, whatever. Let's just get two cleaners there to make it easy on our other cleaner to get to the other job, and then ended up taking double as long. But And then we had to change our systems, like have better questions to ask on the phone on move-ins, make sure that construction hasn't been done, make sure that, there's not like new flooring, make sure there's not like dust everywhere, like make sure there's not contractors in and out, right? There's trash and clutter. So anyways, fix that, sit for the like future. But it made me realize, like, holy crap, I just spent 5 hours at this thing, at this clean, and like I should have been working on the website, because the website in 3 months, like every day I delay is a day that we lose 1, 2, 3 cleans that people could be finding us from our SEO performing better. So just I put $200 in my pocket, but I just delayed how much we would make so much faster, So yeah, changing perspective. I can't like operate in just like right now as a business owner for this thing. I have to think about how I'm shaping my mind for the future in business. So yep, I want to read, I want to do 75 hard, I want to make content personally and for the cleaning business. It hasn't happened. I talked to Braden today. He's just been like breaking down houses and doing stuff up in Iowa, and I was a little hard on him. I was like, hey dude, like if we're gonna do this, like we gotta be like on call like every day or every other day, figuring out what's going on. He's had money come in. I think he said he spent like 500 on marketing. He's had 700 come in so far, but he has another 1,400 coming in the next month. So overall, he's negative at this moment, because like he spent 500. He's got other business expenses, maybe like 200 a month is what it looks like. So in total, he spent 700 to make 700. Well, that 700, you got to pay 350 to the providers. So that's actually, 1050 he spent, 700 has come in. But next month, he'll have another 1,400 come in, pay 700 to providers. So he'll have 2,100 come in total, and he'll have spent and then another 200, a month in the next month, so like another $2,000. So 2,100 and $2,000, like he's made money, like profit, right? So it's like, surprise, the business model works, and not to mention the recurring cleans from that, and the fact that someone can call him in the future, referrals, all that. You got to spend more money, so that way you get more clients, and they're gonna stay with you longer. And like I told him, like I showed him our first month, we spent like 2.1 grand, and we got in. So he spent 500, and he's got 2,000 in bookings, and within 45 days. 45 days. So it's 4x from the ad spend. Ours was 2.1, and we had like 6.8 grand come in. So it's like 3.6 or something like that. No, 3.3. I don't know. And then the thing is, I literally looked for the customers in here. I was like, how long? I just looked at 2 of them. I was like, oh, we still have 2 of these customers. And this was from back in like February. 2 of those customers are still with us today. And I looked at them, and I racked up how much money like those 2 have paid us. Not the other people that have stayed with us for 2 or 3 months and then quit, but just those 2 people. All the cleans from then, and then 2 people that stay with us till now. And it was like, they have paid us another like 11.6 grand or something. So 2.1 grand brought in 6.8 that first month, or that whatever, and then another 11, another something like 11 grand has come in on top of the 6 grand over the past 7 months since February. And so you look at a total of 2.1 grand to get actually 18 grand, however much money, you understand what I'm saying. So just kind of ran through the numbers with him and helped him understand you need to spend more on marketing. Marketing is a good thing to spend money on when you know that you're getting results, and look at you're getting results. It's proven. Look at us, look how it worked. So spend more money. Problem is he has a high budget on Thumbtack, and Thumbtack's literally not spending his money. So we got to figure out what's going on there. Tomorrow working on Facebook and Nextdoor group stuff, trying to figure out if we can use that as a lead source. And then set up LSA, PPC probably for him. So, yep, it's good. Stuff's rolling. My friend Logan's like interested in starting a cleaning business. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, right now just focus on cleaning business SEO efforts that are going to pay off in like 2 to 3 months. And then setting up LSA and PPC for ourselves, and just get prepared, because like January to the summer is like growth time for cleaning businesses, apparently. That's what everyone says. So yep. I need to do content. I need to do 75 hard. I'm just waiting to turn the light switch on, really. Because for those things to happen, like my health and my sleep and all needs to be like, and I just haven't done it. I don't have a good reason for you as to why I haven't, and it weighs on me every day. So we'll talk soon. Love you guys.